We're in today with the HD 7950. This is a 2012 video card with 1792 shaders. It's got 3 GB of VRAM GDDR5 running at 925 MHz on the core clock and 1250 MHz on the memory clock. 384 bits bus width, DirectX 11, and today we're going to pair it up with this i5 2699 V4 with 22 cores and 22 threads with hyperthreading disabled. This is a fantastic video card, and I think the best thing we can do is just jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. Let's jump into GTA 5 and see how the video card is working here with very high details. Two things I want to point out: barely have 60 FPS, and I've been asked to put the wattage meter on the CPU, and I remember why I didn't put it on this i5 2699. Every time I go in MSI Afterburner and I enable CPU power meter, you understand, as a sensor, it shows me this 1.4 watts. The fans in the computer consume more, you understand, than this amount of watts this MS Afterburner is showing. It's very confusing. i5 2699 V4 with 1 watt consumption. It will be the most efficient 22 core CPU. Regardless, with everything almost turned on at maximum, I got 320 watts consumption from this. Dude, the game looks spectacular. Look, I'm moving my mouse super slow so you can see the details and the reflection in this game. It looks incredible. So with maximum detail, 68 degrees on the GPU. This is an IceQ model cooler, you know, from his. It's got 100% fan speed, and it's 68 degrees. Imagine having 100% core load, in this case 2.7 gig of VRAM utilization, and holding 60 FPS with nearly maximum details. This video card is bananas considering how many details I got in this game. If it doesn't work in Dota 2 with maximum details on 1080p, I don't care about the video card. But I did put 1080p maximum details and I got 72 FPS on average. 1.8 gig of VRAM utilization. I got lots of spikes. This is the driver that I managed to put from automated with the previous video card that I had. You put a professional driver and I think it's crashing this performance. Seriously, I'm looking at the performance and every single time I see spikes, I want to blame the drivers in this situation. But overall, you can actually see it's very steady. It's doing a fantastic job, but I think all the drivers will be much better in this case. I think this is the solution for less spikes. The MS is good now because it's under 20, but overall performance, I will say, is decent. So playing with the drivers, testing multiple drivers, I think it will be very beneficial for you if you're interested in getting that flat frame time. If we're jumping in Crossout with maximum details with 1080p, the game is doing a fantastic job on utilizing every resource it's got from this video card. You know, the cores, the memory, everything is maxed out here. 850 megahertz on the core speed. Why? From 850 to 925. Very interesting. So the core speed, it's up and down, 850, 925. It's got 90 FPS, it's got 100 FPS, maximum VRAM utilization. Why is it 850? I like it. I like this video card and how it's being utilized in this case. 80 FPS on average, 69 degrees here. Nice. On the video card, 310 watts consumption. So the game is utilizing the system properly. I like this. I like this performance this video card is offering. 72 degrees on the GPU, 2.9 gig of VRAM utilization. So this is the maximum this video card can actually do. I disable motion blur in the menu because you cannot expect me to leave that option in the game. But yeah, I like it. Seriously, I like this video card and how it's performing. We're jumping in War Thunder with maximum details, not movie preset, with maximum preset. And I put 1080p here in this occasion, and it's 50 FPS. But it looks so gorgeous. I like this quality this game is offering here, but you can actually feel it on the computer, and I don't really like that, you know. 60 FPS is playable. Sometimes it's spiking very horrible, but it's not very fluent. Of course, I will put this video card on medium details or something like that to distress that 2.9 gig of VRAM, because I'm 100% sure the spikes are coming from there, you know, so there is no problem on that. Look at that, another one bites the dust. So how much FPS I get? 49 FPS in the air. Oh, that's not okay, man. That's not okay. So it's utilizing the video card properly, but in this case you can see that I got not a lot of playable FPS. Oh, the dive was under 40 FPS. Look at that, he can't believe he wanted to suicide in me. You plonkers, they know I'm the one that is killing them. This is going to be awesome because I put 1080p maximum details, not ultra, in World of Tanks with this occasion with this video card, and I got 2.9 gig of VRAM utilization. This video card is being utilized here. I do not have nothing to complain about this because it's doing a fantastic job. It's being utilized here. Look at that, 70 FPS on average with maximum details with 71 degrees in this case. I like it. I like how the video card is being pushed to the limit. 320 watts consumption from this computer with everything turned on. The core on the video card is maxed out, so there is no problem on actually pinpointing the problem here why I got 70 FPS with maximum details. I know this is the problem, you know. I mean, it's not a problem because it's being utilized in this case. 2,983 megabytes of VRAM utilized in this case. 326 watts consumption, so it's using every single inch of this video card, seriously. Let's see how it's running in PUBG with 1080p with very low details. Apparently with this type of settings you can get 90 FPS from the video card. 2.8 gig of VRAM utilization. The temperature and the what the is going on, 300 megahertz. I mean, it doesn't show me the cord load and the temperature. 300 megahertz on the frequency. Damn, 83 FPS on average. Maybe the card is dying, seriously. Restart the computer. I put it on 920. I thought if I tweak the core frequency a little, it will get unstuck, you know, like a screw. A rusted screw. Move it. Some WD-40 so I can unstuck that in core from 850 to 925, you know, but I thought wrong. I thought that this is going to be the solution here in the game in order to play the game. Still the same performance like before it crashed. I got 90 FPS and 2.2 gig of VRAM utilization, so maybe release that broken cache of data that was filling up this video card's memory. I got 2.9, if I remember, it was nearly to maximum VRAM utilization, but in this case you can see that the video card, it's almost doing the job. Seriously, I liked how it's performing with very low details. 90, 70, 60, 80 FPS, you know. If you're interested on putting more details, you can do it, but this is the best you can get from this video card. If we're jumping in Farlight with this video card and this system, I put HDR as a preset with 1080p, and you can see I got 1.9 gig of VRAM utilization, 100% load on the video card core. I think the problem with this video card was in PUBG with the drivers. I think that was the only problem I had, because the game here looks fantastic. It's running really nice, over 100 FPS, and is doing a fantastic job. 74 degrees on the video card and nearly 336 watts consumption from this computer. I like it. 30% load on the CPU side with 41 degrees on the temperature, 7.6 gig of system RAM. I will call this the biggest win from this computer and this video card today, because it's doing a fantastic job. It looks fantastic, it's utilizing the resource, it doesn't crash, you know, like in PUBG, and I will say in this situation this is an awesome performance. In Counter-Strike with 1080p with maximum details with performance mode on fidelity, because I wanted to see if the video card can actually do the job. 2.6 gig of VRAM utilization, maximum core load, because I realized that this AMD video card doesn't show you 100%, 99%. It shows you 100%, 60%, 100%, 60%, 100%, 50%. This is how it's working, you know. It's like up, down. It doesn't show you all the time the perfect load on the video card. Regardless, I will say it's nearly 100% load based on the wattage, because the maximum wattage consumption I see from this computer was 331. So if it's nearly 310, I will say it's almost loaded, this video card, with 68 degrees on the core. I think this even, look at that, 925. Now even the frequency is working. I notice A couple of games are working okay with the drivers, a couple of them are working kind of horrible, you know, but this is based on the drivers. I think that the newer the drivers, the more games allows you to actually play. Regardless, I like it. I like this performance and how it's being utilized here. You know why? Because I'm on very high. If you're interested on performance, you can put it on a lower detail, very low, leave fidelity FX on, use the display port, and you can get the best performance from this video card. I love this video card for one simple reason. Long time ago, I got this video card with 10 pounds. But not even 10 pounds. Instead to say take the 10 pounds and bought it, you know. No, not even with how should I say, an auction or an offer. Nothing. It was back in the days on eBay. I used 10 pounds as a voucher from Nectar, and I bought this video card and it was broken. It was listed as untested or faulty, doesn't display, and I just got it. So I say, I don't, you know what, I will get it because I want to test the reflow machine and maybe I get lucky, you know, or maybe I use it for parts because I like that cooler and I wanted to see if it fits in another video card. The video card was working. I used it so many times. I love the video card. At one point, this was the second best video card that I had with 3 gig of VRAM. I was like super happy to have a video card like this. But at one point, it stopped working. Like literally, you put it in the computer, zero fan speed, dead, nothing was working with it. Recently, I started testing all video cards that I thought they were broken, you know, to test. This is how I managed to destroy my i7 4th gen motherboard, because I had a GTX 480 and I knew it was artifacting, and when I put that video card in the computer it blew up. But in that process I managed to find other video cards that were declared dead but actually worked. Like for instance this one. This is from his, and it's got an IceQ cooler and it's a fantastic video card, but at the same time I'm very happy that I have it, you know, because it costed 10 pounds in Nectar points and I was very happy back in the days. Free postage. I think this video card, it's still worth it if it's cheap. If you can get a video card like this with 3 gig of VRAM, it's worth it. The problem is if you go on the R9 and RX department, you will get other video cards that are more worth it, because for instance an RX 570 with 4 gig of VRAM, it will challenge this video card pretty well, you know, and those video cards are getting really cheap, like dirty cheap, you know. The RX 570s, 580s, they are cheap now, and compared to this one I think it's a big problem, you know. Can't say nothing bad about it because it did a fantastic job, you know. This video card managed to do the job with this 3 gig of VRAM and overall performance was great. Now if I have to recommend it, I will say yeah, look for the RX category on the video card because those are better in this department. Hey, if you have any suggestion for this video card or for the system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.